Jubilation echoed throughout the streets of Khan Yunis today after citizens endured more than 400 days of war in the Gaza Strip.
We are so happy. A very big surprise for the Palestinian people and the whole world. There was no hope for a truce.
A major breakthrough. Israel and Hamas have reached a deal to halt the fighting following a long haul of negotiations with its allies. Qatar's Prime Minister made it official today.
The negotiating efforts have been successful for the two sides to reach an agreement regarding exchange of prisoners and hostages and a return to total calm. Add to that a surge of enough humanitarian and food aid to our Palestinian brothers in the Gaza Strip.
Allies say a 6-week ceasefire was agreed upon, which is slated to start this Sunday. Once armed forces retreat, Israel and Hamas will begin the first phase, which includes the Palestinian militant group releasing all 33 hostages, whom are believed to be alive. In exchange, Israel would let go hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. In Tel Aviv, families and friends of Israeli hostages embraced each other with hugs. The carnage began on October 7th, 2023, when Hamas militants stormed into southern Israel. They killed about 1,200 people and abducted around 250 others. Israeli counterattacks pummeled the Gaza Strip, and more than 46,000 Palestinians were killed, according to health authorities there.
You know, during the next 6 weeks, Israel will negotiate the necessary arrangements to get phase 2, which is a permanent end of the war. Let me say it again, a permanent end of the war. There are a number of details to negotiate to move from phase 1 to phase 2, but the plan says if negotiations take longer than 6 weeks, the ceasefire will continue.
Playing a key role in talks were Qatari and U.S. officials. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says all the details are not finalized. His cabinet still needs to approve the deal with a majority vote, and the Supreme Court has to hear petitions from people who oppose the release of Palestinian prisoners.
The humanitarian situation is at catastrophic levels, and I call on all parties to facilitate the rapid, unhindered and safe humanitarian relief for all civilians in need.
United Nations and other world leaders welcome the deal and implore the parties to keep their commitments to end the war. Meanwhile, security inside the Gaza Strip moving forward is also being discussed.
And I emphasize that unified Palestinian governance must remain a top priority. I urge the parties and all relevant partners to seize this opportunity to establish a credible political path to a better future for Palestinians, Israelis, and the broader region.
Meanwhile, this afternoon, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau applauded the ceasefire deal and said there's hope for a peaceful and secure two-state solution.